Hello, my name is Leon Nilsson. I'm the project manager of the CHRONICLE Project for Fundación CHRC. I work on this project together with partners from 8 European countries using funds from the European Commission under the Horizon Europe program. So I'd like you to imagine a future where a building can tell you its needs and give an ongoing health check of itself. So it might advise that you've left the window open, for example, or that lowering or raising the temperature in the house could save you a certain amount of money. So that would be playing with your heating controls or your air conditioning controls. It might suggest changing its own windows or roof insulation, or the installation of a new hot water system, and it could give economic and sustainability reasoning behind those suggestions. This might seem far away, but the technology that could form the basis of this type of system, it exists right now, and the CHRONICLE Project is looking to make a modest but important contribution to that future. CHRONICLE has a multinational consortium of building and energy efficiency experts. They're assembled from 8 European countries with 5 pilot sites with varying characteristics in Greece, Spain, Ireland, Denmark and Switzerland. We started in the summer of 2022 and the project is expected to last 3.5 years and finish at the end of 2025. The motivation for CHRONICLE is climate change and the decarbonisation required to limit impacts that will affect the natural systems of Earth, so our home, and by extension the systems that sustain us. Buildings contribute around 40% of total CO2 emissions from energy use and from materials and construction. So reducing CO2 emissions in the construction, renovation and operation of buildings will make a really great contribution to overall reductions. Given the age of buildings as well, there's also great opportunity for reductions. In Europe, 35% of houses are over 50 years old and 75% of classes inefficient. So there's a lot to be gained there by increasing the rate of renovations. So CHRONICLE will automate building assessment with low-cost physical interventions for monitoring attached to a novel digital system incorporating digital twins, which are digital representations of the building's characteristics. To translate that into something a bit more obvious, so building sensors, for example, for temperature and energy use, among others, will send real-time information to digital systems that will then calibrate those digital twins to the real building state. This methodology should allow assessment of the current building state with an enhanced dynamic energy performance certificate. So rather than just a letter rating, A, B, C, we will have more information. And also, perhaps more importantly, it'll allow evaluation of efficiency gains for specific changes in building use. For example, the temperature set point and air conditioning unit, or the renovation interventions such as changing a building's insulation or windows, or heating and cooling equipment upgrades. It should provide a realistic basis for the evaluation of efficiency in terms of energy and resource use, CO2 emissions and economic cases. So the idea is to make a detailed and dynamic method for assessment of the energy performance of a building over its entire lifetime. So that doesn't just mean the use phase, it means the construction phase, any renovation phases, and also end of life. It should be quantitative, underpinned by data, across a range of important measurements, and it should allow for assessment of efficiency and renovation actions. So the CHRONICLE Project promises to be a helpful innovation for a diverse range of professionals working in the building sector. For example, if you are a building owner or asset manager, you can benefit from the dynamic evaluation of your building in its current state and for different renovation scenarios. That way you can make well-informed decisions about future changes to your building and the current use of your building. It could be useful for energy service companies looking to market renovation packages or energy performance contracts by identifying guaranteed savings against the upfront renovation investment costs. Or identifying and quantifying ancillary services such as comfort as a secondary objective. For engineers and architects, it can be a novel approach to assess deep renovations or new projects across a range of interesting metrics. For example, operational energy use, whole life carbon assessment, which is embodied operational and end of life, human-centric, comfort or social aspects, and smart readiness through the Smart Readiness Indicator. A dynamic energy performance certificate could use real-world data from other buildings to assess an operational rating for a final building configuration at the design stage. The CHRONICLE project is a pioneering approach. It's a vision of the future where everyday assets exist digitally as well as in the real world, and the digital presence allows the imagining and quantifying with data of various present and future moments in the life of a building. As a consortium of building and technology experts, we believe in CHRONICLE, and we believe in the directed application of new digital opportunities to the very serious real-world problems that we are facing.